Hello traders, I'm audible to you. Just let me know. The live stream is going on in landscape mode as well. There's one more live stream which is going on, right, in the main channel. So in those of you who's watching the live stream in portrait mode, you can come to the landscape mode, right? I've shared the link. You can join us there. Am I audible to you? Just confirm. Manjunath sir, good evening. Srinivas sir, good evening. Walker's AGS, good evening sir, good evening. Now quickly let's start discussing about my view. As of now, what I'm thinking is this trend line is acting as resistance 1, resistance 2, and next if market moves up, this area will be resistance 3. Here definitely yes, there is seller's pressure, but selling pressure has been very slow. Okay, if market reaches the zone, there is a possibility of moving towards the downside and later moving towards the upside. At this zone, should I take a bearish trade or not? That I will discuss later, depending on the market condition. And this area you can see continuously it is acting as support. Support 1, 2 and 3. On a 15 minutes time frame chart, you are looking at this. Now in recent time, what has happened? Market has given a high, it's formed a high, low, it's formed a lower high, but it's not formed a lower low. That means previously what range the market was trading in, it's trading within the same range itself. Okay, so here by chance, if market moves up, gives a breakout, then there is a chance of correction, or at this zone there is a chance of correction. Two areas of correction we can see. Later point of time, yes, uptrend continuation can happen, that we will discuss later. Okay, as of now, continuous up move. If I look at global market, what I can notice is Dow Jones is around 0.24%, S&P 500, Nasdaq, everything is slightly. S&P 500, Nasdaq, still I've not got the data. Pre-market is open, but data we have not got yet. So Dow Jones is around 0.25% positive. That's it. I'll just conduct a poll. In the poll, please tell me what is your view about the market. Just like yesterday when I was in live stream, market completely became sideways, right? Hopefully the situation is not like that. But those of you who's following my free Telegram channel, you know yesterday what happened to that setup. This is the same setup in the live I had discussed. Target 1, target 2. I had discussed about this in the free Telegram group. Market reached target 1. I said I'm holding on to the trade. Market almost reached to target 2. Made a profit of 137 something, and at that point of time I had revised my stop loss. But after taking my trail stop loss, we got a profitable trade. You can see here around $120 $130 profit I made there. But after that, market had given a pullback or something like that, and then there was continuation. I don't know, where did that go? I think somewhere here. Sorry, my bad. I'm looking at 15 minutes time frame, thinking it is 3 minutes. Yeah, yesterday after this one, movement towards the upside, little correction, and later big movement market did. Double profit we could have made yesterday, but that's fine. Trailing stop loss, when we give after a certain point, we cannot keep the stop loss at the bottom. We have to keep trailing that and going, isn't it? So in that way, whatever profit we made, that's kind of fine, traders. Who's watching in this one, portrait mode, you can come to landscape mode. Okay, the link already I've shared in the pinned comment. Now what we will see is market has corrected nicely, it's moved up. And at what level has it moved up? It's broken 618 level, it's formed a wick there, and it has moved towards the, it has given a kind of breakout, but it is showing some correction. Now it's near 618. So this is a decent area. So I'll place one order here. I've taken a bearish trade. My stop loss, yes, there is a chance of market moving up also, but it's okay. I'll take a chance here. I'll copy the stop loss level from here, paste this, and my target, I will decide short trade. This is the stop that I will just remove. This is the stop loss. My target is at least up to this zone. Okay, 1:1.5 is the ideal target as of now, but continuation, if it happens, I can look into it later. So this is the initial setup. I've already taken entry. Okay, initially I was thinking of waiting up to this zone, and from here let me take a bearish trade, and I will keep trailing my stop loss and coming later look for upside move. But here only after giving breakout, it's converting to false breakout, and if market is correcting, this is something which I can try. Okay, with that logic I've taken this entry. US market, Nasdaq, S&P 500, both are slightly positive. That's okay. Little above this resistance only I placed the stop loss. So that's to be on a safer side. Hopefully market sustains this level. Yes, the market is holding on to this level. It is moving towards the upside. I can see around 30 points loss, but this is the stop loss. If this trend continues, I'll look into it. Once more, if it moves up, here if it gives a false breakout, one more setup, I'll look into it, right? As of now, this is a healthy correction. You can see market has fallen. Market has fallen. Healthy reversal. From here it is showing correction. So from here, bigger target whatsoever I'm not planning. This is the decent target what I'm expecting. From here, if market reverses or if it continues, that is something we'll look into later. But at least up to 1,03,000 if it market comes, that's more than sufficient for us. As of now, market is at cost to cost. Who's watching the live stream in portrait mode, please come to landscape mode where you can see my entry, my stop loss, target, everything in a big screen. Okay, the link is already shared. As of today, when I checked my trading statement, 50% goes brokerage, but in Ethereum and other coins, brokerages. So brokerage, I think it is calculated based on the lot size, right? How much quantity you're taking, all those things also matters. So you have to look into it. I think brokerage I have discussed. How much quantity you are taking? Let's say you are taking 100 BTC. Okay, if you're taking 100 BTC, it is not equal to 100 Ethereum. All right, because here 1 BTC is equal to 1000 lots. Okay, 1000 lots is equal to 1 BTC. There the I think in Ethereum 100, if you take, it is close to 1 Ethereum, something like that. So that is something you need to look into it. Here if you are taking, and you have to see BTC is trading in more than 1 lakh plus. Ethereum and Solana is still trading in thousands. So you cannot you have to compare apples with apples. Kind of holding on within the same range. We are at cost to cost. Let's say market moves down, gives a breakdown here, and then at some point of time, even if it gives a breakdown here, many people will be interested in bearish trade. Later market can reverse, right? So bearish trade, because the buying pressure started in the market here, to a certain extent at every pullback, small people would have entered. Once they are removed, these buyers will get better entry to stay in the market. So from here again they can push the market towards the upside. That's why too much big target I have not kept, just 1:1.5. All right. For better experience, please watch the live stream in landscape mode. That link already I have shared with you guys. The movement on the bearish side is very strong, so I'll get my stop loss to cost. Around $60 is what we are seeing as a profit. Little close to cost. Above this red candle, I've got my stop loss. So this is the stop loss. Around $80. Awesome moment in the market. So breakdown here, one more breakdown will come here. Don't worry. That breakdown again, market, if it moves up also here again, it will break down. So I'm not going to do any changes here. If this, definitely to a certain extent, this will not act as support. Market will break this level also and then come to this target area. So around $80 profit in this trade. How much is it? 400 points already, 430 points. There's a high probability that this level will not act as support. Okay, if market moves also, it will then later correct. We have got a decent entry for the trade, so I don't want to, spoil that by exiting the trade here. If you want to exit, you exit. That's entirely up to you. So bearishness has happened. I'll trail my stop loss here. I'll change my target. Okay, target is here, but I'm shifting it little more, so that in this trade, whatever happens, you can see here, I will make $50-$60. That's kind of okay for me. But quickly, this is forming a wick here. Ideally, it has to move down, sorry. Global market is around, all is slightly flat to this one itself. So nothing to worry here. From the time we have entered, close to 550 points market, that movement was very quick. Definitely, I will agree to that. One more breakdown, again I can trail the stop loss of this trade. How many people entered along with me? Just let me know. Movement is nice. Market is showing continuation. The next trend line can act as support. Still movement is there. As per risk reward calculator, I've kept it here, but my target little more only I have kept, because additional move whatever comes, we will try to capture what is there in that. So as of now, we can see $100 profit. Please come to landscape live stream. Okay, there only you can see my entry, exit, all of those things. In just portrait mode, if you see, things will be not that clear for you. Okay, Saravanan sir, for you also I'm saying $115. I've got my stop loss here now. So whatever happens in this trade will be making around $88. Till pullback, it's okay. Those who want to book the profit, you can book it very close to the target zone. Here, if it continues additional movement, if it does, good for us only. But if it gives a pullback also, okay, $88 we will make. Sometimes the small trailing stop loss only will make us lose big opportunities. Very small tight stop loss I have kept. Okay, around $91 is in profit it is. If it hits and later if it corrects, of course we'll be feeling bad. So at this point of time it becomes luck if trend continuation will happen or not. In portrait mode now, Srinivas sir, come to landscape mode where entire screen you can see. Buffering, sir, if it is buffering, what you do is you refresh the live stream once. This slightly near the zone only. What is it doing? Okay, around $85 profit. You can see here $85. So that's our profit. Trailing stop loss got hit. So next one more setup we will see. US market slightly. This one. Still before reaching this level only market is showing one pullback, means one more movement is pending. That is my understanding. One trade is done. We have made around $85 profit. We'll wait patiently. Look for one more setup. All right. My target is already booked here. Okay, you can see the order history. Okay, trailing stop loss here I had kept, so target has booked. Next setup we will see. Buffering in landscape, is it? For how many of you the landscape mode is buffering? For me, if you see landscape mode, it is saying connection is excellent. I don't know why it's buffering for you guys. Let us see if there is any other one more opportunity. I have one more screen here. I'll be looking into that. In case anything is interesting, then I'll let you know. Okay. As of now, nothing interesting. The setup was interesting. We have entered, book the profit. Next setup, whatever we get, we'll wait for that. Okay. Get ready for the next setup. I'll tell you. This tab is using extra resources. Nasdaq. Let's see. What is Nasdaq doing? Data is not reflecting properly. Nasdaq, S&P 500. Nothing interesting. Let us see first. Market has given a nice breakdown here, right? Any random people, if it is trying to trap moving towards the upside, then any downside move if we get, we will look into that. Okay. Any pullback, if this is just a pullback, because this was a strong selling, next buying will look above the zone only. Okay. Until then, no buying will be looking at. Okay. It is a decent place. Let's see if there is any bearish trade at the upper level. Re-entry opportunity if we get at the upper level, we will try for bearish trade. No changed portrait mode. Good. Okay. For everyone, is it buffering or not? Let me know, traders. 2-3 people are saying buffering. Maybe if I off the screen, will it be okay for you? Camera? Now let me know if the buffering is okay. With this view right now, I'm looking at the market. Okay. This buyer, little early only they have entered. Maybe if they would have given a breakdown here after trapping here, if they would have entered, maybe re-entry I would have considered. But since they have entered here, re-entry was bit early. Then I think from the upper level again market can correct. Okay. So next setup I'll look into when it is here. Now it is okay for me. All right. Now hopefully if the first trade you guys have exited here, right? Here trailing stop loss we had kept in, we have exited. Next trade we will look into it. The candles are strong, but candles there's no volume. Volume has been continuously reducing. So in this case, only pressure is coming from towards the upside, but no volumes. Those of you watching the live stream, please like the video and support the channel. It motivates me also. It will also help the YouTube algorithm to reach out to more people. So I'm watching at 1080p. For me, it is smooth. Sometimes it might not be my internet connection or anything. It might be from YouTube end itself. So here selling was strong. Market moved down. Here we gave trailing stop loss. Market is moving towards the upside. Again, if any bearishness we get, maybe we'll try to consider. Okay. That time what would be the stop loss? Stop loss again will be around 300 points. In that case, okay, we can try. It was buffering for me as well. Cleared the YouTube cache, it works. Not sure if this is the right action. As long as it is working for you, good sir, for others also. Market is at 618 approximately in that zone itself. Stop loss will be a bit bigger here. So what we will do, we will reduce the quantity. Okay, I'll reduce the quantity. I place the order. In case market moves little towards the upside also, this is my entry, this is my stop loss. I'll copy the stop loss price, paste it here. $50 is the stop loss. For that, let's say I look for this zone. This zone is my target. If the seller is strong, ideally at this zone they have to re-enter. Okay, and volumes here has been a bit low itself on the buy side. So if they enter, if the moment comes quickly, I'll reduce off the stop loss for this trade. So the second trade I've taken, traders, those of you who's entered along with me, let me know. Today Nifty did not go well for you. I think I booked loss too. Market was holding, I think. See, to a certain extent during the first half, this was my view. As soon as the market opened, I'm getting a phone call. Just give me a second. I'm so sorry. In mute, I was talking so long, I think. No one told me also. Anyways, I've reduced the stop loss from this zone. From this zone, what it was, I've reduced to this area, little above this red candle. Market gave a breakdown, retest. Now, if it continues, hits the target, good for us. We'll book the profit. There's no point in keeping target above this zone. Now, quickly, in case market goes below this zone, I have to reduce my stop loss. Okay, that you please note. Those of you watching the live stream in portrait mode, please come to landscape. That is where you can see my entry, exit, what is the PNL, everything you can see. Entered second trade 2. Okay, cool. First trade I was planning this target, trailing stop loss I gave. Second time pullback, I'm looking for this target. Hopefully market gives this target. So if you see for this trade, $28 is the risk, $70 is the profit. Global market slightly turning positive. What I will do is reduce my risk as much as possible. Okay, because no point in giving bigger risk. This is the stop loss. So completely I've reduced my risk to $8. Why I'm saying this is because here it's slightly turning positive, global market. So along with that, if BTC also moves, unnecessary loss we have to book. So little above this candle I kept the stop loss. Target I'm not changed. Much pullback this market has done. Close to 60%, near 60%, it is showing some pullback. If this turns into a red candle, quickly we will reduce our stop loss for this trade. Okay, let's not take too much risk. It has turned to red candle, so no, now stop loss is here. Now whatever happens in this trade, I'll be making $30 profit or $70 profit. So the stop loss is nothing. This is the running trade. As soon as this level breaks, again I'll get my stop loss little lower. How many of you entered the second trade? This time ideally this level market will break is what I understand. If anyone enters buy position here also looking at this up move, it will trap them. This trend line is there, it is acting as a issue for us. So what we will do, this already profit running trade, if market goes below this zone, I'll get my stop loss here. Reduce my stop loss even more. So here people would have lost confidence on bearish side, but this trend line was acting as support. So we need to be very careful at the support. I have to get my stop loss little lower. So in this case, whatever happens, $42 profit or $70 profit. So there's no loss making in this current market condition. what's happened to your trade? You can see this is a trend line support. That's why little above this only I've get the stop loss. From here, if it continues, let it continue. If not, I'll take that $30-40 profit and book my this one. Two more minutes left for this candle to close. I think it will hit the stop loss later. It might continue, but that's okay. This has become a $42 profit situation for us. Okay, around $41 profit in the second trade. We had drilled the stop loss as much as possible. This trend line is acting as a supporting zone in the market. Let me show that to you, because let me switch to 15 minutes time frame. In this, what is happening? Support 1, support 2, support 3, support 4, right? So this area is acting as support. So only in the future, when this level breaks, we can look into bearish continuation. Now this is acting as support, means we'll leave it as it is. Again, if it is showing bearishness, then we will see. Okay, so two trades booked. This main target, what I'm saying, I'm not able to get the target. That is the only problem. I'm thinking up to this zone, at least market can come up to 786 level. What this market is doing. What happened? My trailing stop loss got hit again. So in this $41, first trade $85. Around $120 already. Let us see one more trading opportunity if we get. We'll plan for that as well. Said hi. Okay, hello, welcome to the live stream. $15 time frame. This is acting as support. Market though is showing some bearishness here. Switching to 1 minute time frame will be a bit helpful at this point of time. Much stop losses here. 150. I'll switch to 5 minutes. 5 minutes market has kind of, let's say, given a breakdown here. Okay, 5 minutes. To make maybe little align this as continuation. I'll simply mark this zone and keep. Okay, this trend line is there, this area is there. Later, if market shows any bearishness, maybe I'll look into the trade. Those of you watching the live stream, support the channel traders by liking the video. It motivates me also to make regular videos for you guys. Second trade, my trailing stop loss I had given here. Okay, global markets, Nasdaq, S&P 500 still on a slightly positive note. If market is too bearish, it can go up to 1,02,000 also, but that I will see later. As of now, little indecision is happening in Dow Jones and S&P 500. It is just staying within a range sideways. Nasdaq though, kind of. Nasdaq though, as per the system, it is saying it is bearish. 0.4% positive. Okay. This zone is important for us. Let's say market gives a pullback or it comes to the zone, corrects. Later, if it breaks the zone, then this level and all market will not respect. It will make a bigger movement. Like I said, 1,02,000 range, like that it can go. Let me switch to 3 minutes. Now this is a 3 minutes time frame chart. Let's look into the next setup. Come to the portrait live stream traders. That is where you can see things more clearly. This is the make or break level in the market. Previous support, before that there is one more support. Will this buyer enter here or not? That is the most important question. If this buyers don't show any pressure here, that means this buyer is weak. Market will next move towards the downside. Hi sir, good evening. Praveen sir, good evening. Welcome to the live stream. Very strong at this zone. Our first trade only would have been such a good one if we had waited. It's part of trading, no problem. At that point of time, trailing the stop loss here was important. We booked decent profit. Here, trailing stop loss was important. Again, we booked decent profit. Now, this zone, we will see how market reacts at this zone. Let me quickly go and check what is happening in the global market. Dow Jones is just kind of sideways. BTC though strongly bearish. Up to 1,02,000 potential. The zone, what it's going to do, is it going to give a pullback and then move? Based on that, if I have to take a trade, see here, let's say market is moving up. In that case, also little buffer I have to give. And then I think 1,02,500 up to this zone. Like this I have to plan. Another 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2. If there nothing strong here at this zone, buying pressure, if I don't see any buying pressure, then I will enter bearish trade again here. Okay. This I have not yet entered as of now. Okay. Waiting for the setup. This buyer, if he re-enters here, then simply I'll get into trouble. 2 minutes. Stop loss is decent. 2. This zone. We'll see. The zone market is holding on, right? If it is holding on to this zone, no need to plan. Let it show some kind of pressure I can see right now. So I'm placing order. Okay, I place the order. I'll copy the stop loss. Come here. It is a running trade now. Okay. This zone, that's what I was thinking. One more minute. Little for safety purpose, little stop loss I've given here itself. Hopefully market sustains below the zone. Once it sustains below the zone, quickly I have to get down the stop loss. From here, if there is bounce back, nothing. 45 seconds more. 40 seconds. Just a closing, if market gives below this candle, it's more than sufficient. It's the buying this buying re-entry zone. That's one problem. But we don't know how strong these buyers are as of now. 20 seconds more. Was not entered. Wait for some time. Let the zone, let's see if market sustains below the zone, you can re-enter. For me also, this third trade what I have taken, as soon as market goes below this zone, I will trail off the stop loss. It's holding. Okay. Buyers are giving up. I have a feeling it will go to 1,02,700 zone. Okay. So what quickly I'm going to do for this trade is reduce my stop loss. After this, if it reverses, my stop loss, it will not be good. Okay. So this is the final zone. Market is showing bearishness, means it will continue. So I'll place the target. So this is the stop loss. So this is the stop loss. And this is the target. Who's entered the third trade along with me? Already here 2 trades done. Trade 1, trade 2, and this is trade 3. Candle closing is a bit problem. I'll give that stop up to this zone. I'll leave it. How much big wicket is forming here? Just for safety, I don't want to. 160 points is nothing. Around for 100 quantity, it is $16, means $32 here. Risk. One solid closing traders below this buying pressure zone. This is the buying pressure zone, like I said earlier. One solid candle below this buying pressure zone, I'll be completely relieved. How many points captured both trade? In first trade, you can see first trade entered here around 300, I think around 400 points. Second trade I had entered somewhere here. So here around 500. So 400, 500, close to 900 points. You can see for this particular trade, stop loss is just $42. From the profit what we have made, we are using that to capture additional. So going as per the market trend, that's it. Which broker are you using? I'm using Delta Exchange. Those of you watching the live stream, support the channel traders by liking the video. It motivates me also. Too much it is holding on here. It's a problem definitely. I can hear people bursting crackers. What is the special occasion? Has something happened? Why are people bursting crackers? One 1,02,700 zone is my actual target. So only now the zone market has given a breakdown. Fingers crossed traders. This setup points target is kind of around 40 point 400 points itself. So for 200 quantity around $80 profit. I think so. Around 60 it is showing. I don't know why, because my entry is here, right? That's why. Entry is here. So 300 means yeah, $660. Breakdown 15 minutes time frame. This is an important level. Market has broken that level, so I will reduce my risk. If market is going for retest again, it's reversing. If it is a false breakdown, I don't want to take too much risk. Here, if it wants to continue, let it continue. We'll book the profit and go. If not, no. So I've reduced my stop loss. You can see to how much? $30. Breakdown failure happens means what to do? It's not in our hand. This was the buying pressure zone. Here buyers kind of gave up. So again, if it comes to this support, then additional movement also market can do. That's why below the support only I've kept the target. But now if this converts to false breakdown, I can't keep my stop loss here or here. If it's proving this is a false breakdown, let it prove. I'll give that $30 loss and go. That's it. So I'll get my stop loss here, cost to cost. So this becomes a risk-free trade. So here you can see the risk for this trade is $1. Reward is $60. Okay. I so much want to extend this target level. But for you guys, whatever happens, today if you notice small changes I have done for the live trade. What did I do? Like, even though too much confident I am about the target, I'm keeping on trailing my stop loss so that whenever we are getting that opportunity to book the profit, we'll book that get it to cost, like that we are doing, so that to a certain extent our risk for the trade is completely reducing. But reward when we are getting, even though if I had waited in the first trade itself, very big profit we would have got here from our entry point till here. 1,000 points means minimum $200 we would have got for 200 quantity. So around 18,000 we would have got. But that's okay. We will try to reduce our risk as much as possible, look at the market in a new way, like that we will do, so that even we don't get into trouble. Now this setup also, you see, it is cost to cost, no big risk. So if it hits the stop loss also, fine. Two trades we have made profit, third trade cost to cost, so no loss, no gain. Like that we will plan going forward. Yesterday when I was saying this position about this trade, right, this trade, how long we had to wait, how long I had taken entry somewhere here, how long I had to wait, and many people were saying market will be bearish and things like that. But what kind of movement market did? So re-entry, how much ever we get, we will take it. That's it. Now in this case, I'll reduce the stop loss here, this candle. So whatever happens in this trade, around $16 profit we will make. We'll take that. This is the target zone. I'll increase my target zone a bit. This is the ideal target. Who wants to exit here? You can exit. What's my leverage? My leverage is 50. If I want, I can even take 800 quantity also. I think 500, 600 quantity I can take, because more than one. I don't know why it is not showing that. I don't know why it's not showing. I think already I've taken one trade, right? So additional 300, 400 I can take, but no need. You can see in this channel slowly from 50 quantity we have gone to 100, then 150, then 200. Now slowly we will increase it to 250, 300, then half BTC. Like that we will take it and go. All right. There is no urgency just because they are giving leverage. There's no point in taking the entire leverage if you cannot handle the risk. Okay. More leverage you take, more risk. More quantity you take, more the risk. Almost come, it's come to the support. Here if it reverses also, no problem. As of now we can see around $38, $42 profit. Trailing stop loss very close. This though is showing some. Okay, so this trade, market took the trailing stop loss, but again on a positive note, $16. So today $85, $40 plus $16. So here only were around $100, $140 profit. Okay. Of course, in one trade only we could have made this entire profit, but fresh people who's coming to the channel, for them new opportunity, even they have to get, they might think entry is too far. See, if I had held on to the same trade without trailing the stop loss, many people here, will they enter or not enter, we don't know. Along with me, when I enter, even they will enter, right? So almost near the support only market came, it is showing some bullishness. So let's keep quiet. So after such a big fall, a pullback or upside move is expected. So slightly we will change the view from bearish to neutral now. Let's not keep it bullish or bearish. We'll keep the view as neutral, so that with a different mindset we can look into the market. So 3 trades done already. I don't know why did that get removed. So this running trade also, the market is given a breakdown, it has attracted more people. So from now on, I'm not going to keep my view bearish. I'm going to keep it neutral. Okay. This trade also completed, right? We'll push it that side. Now fresh trade we will see. This area was acting as support, breakdown. Market has gone for a retest. Exactly this area it has taken support. So again here, rather than entering bearish trade, I feel when market goes below this zone I can enter, or else it is not making sense. From here only it can again correct up to 50-60%. Okay, one more setup is there, means we will enter. If not, no, that's it. Volumes also is kind of decent here. At this breakdown, anyone has entered bearish trade, little they will be in trouble itself. I think it might show some continuation here at this zone. So this is going to be my last trade. Let me see if the risk reward is sitting properly, things like that. Stop loss is going to be very small for this trade, this zone, and maybe around 300 points. 170 points risk is nothing for us. So this trade, if it shows any bullishness, we will see. Okay, not entered as of now. Because why I'm not entered, this breakdown, it took support, went for a retest. Again, if it moves down, no point in taking a bullish trade. That's why. Last setup we will see traders. If I get the opportunity, we all will enter together. No entry as of now. Okay. These two, I might have to keep the stop loss up to the zone, but there's no point in keeping such a big stop loss. That time my target will be more big. Whatever movement will come, that we will try to capture. That's it. Now little I can see buying pressure in this candle. Okay, I placed entry. I don't know where this entry is getting triggered at the upper level. Then I will reduce the stop loss also for this trade, if that is the case. Around $30 is the risk. I wanted to enter here. This movement. $30 risk, $70 profit. Okay. This is the running trade. This is the last trade. How many people entered along with me? Breakout, if it sustains, good for us. Little below this candle, I'll keep stop loss. All right. This is the last trade for the day. Market has nicely fallen, small pullback it has done. Again, one more pullback also if it does up to 1,03,600. So much is enough. 300, 340 points. We'll capture that. Close it, close for the day. Risk is very small, 140 points. Hi sir, how can I use RSI indicator? Sir, honestly speaking, I've not used RSI that much. But if you use that indicator also, overbought, oversold, based on that only people will take trades. There will be a lot of videos. If you want, I'll make a video on that also. In our channel only, you might find some video. In crypto, I'm just using price action, stop loss hunting, EMA strategy. Along with that, using Fibonacci, I'm working on the strategy. But like I said earlier to the group members, I'll give you the strategy. Because of personal reason, I'm not able to work on that. But as soon as I do it, whoever is part of our crypto community group, for you absolutely free of cost, you will get the course. So when it launches, I will tell you guys. This last trade, too much stop loss, we are not going to give 140 points. If it's holding on to this upper range, good. Because little near this zone, it has bounced. A decent correction based on price action is required. So that correction, if I get, that moment we will capture, book the profit, close for the day. Okay. Those of you watching the live stream, if you're making use of all the setup, update, logics, everything that I'm sharing, then support the channel traders by liking the video. Now this red candle has become indecision candle, a doji candle. So if it breaks the high, that would be a very good thing for us. It should break the high for us. This has become indecision, but if it breaks the high, it would be good. How many of you entered this last trade along with me? Let me know. You're seeing my stop loss, right? Stop loss is very small here. 1,03,100. That is the stop loss zone. Bigger stop loss I don't want to give for this trade. After indecision candle, red candle is being a bit strong. That's all right. I had no interest to place stop loss here and all. If the trend is continuing, let it continue from here, or else no need. Next time we will see if it's coming here later. If it is going next trade, we will see, not right now. Everybody's mindset is like, after looking at continuous fall, at every pullback, let me take a bearish trade. With that mindset only people would be entering. So if people are considering after this fall, here they would have entered, they are trapped here. Again, if they are considering this as pullback, little more stop loss hunting level is here. To under stop loss, little more extra push if we get, That's a decent price action move. This is the last and final trade for the day. Okay. Thanks, sir. And actually, what I wanted to say is I'm using and seeing in a daily time frame. It's a very high spot 70 plus. I wanted to know your prediction. So see, if you're using RSI and all, don't use 70. See, look at the overbought zone. Overbought zone, you look at 80 level. Okay. When it is at 80 level, if there is a reasonable stop loss, look for bearish trade. If it is moving down, don't look at 30, look at 20. Okay. At 20, if there is any strong support, place the stop loss and look for oversold. Okay. That is something you can try. You just do the back test for 1 week and see. Instead of 70 30, look for 20 80 when it comes to RSI. What trade is this market? Sideways it has become. Those of you watching the live stream, support the channel by liking the video, traders. Market is at cost to cost as of now. Anyone who wants to enter right now also, you can do that. Same entry, same stop loss, same target. Okay. Cost to cost right now. Anyone who wants to enter right now also, you can do. Okay. I'll repeat that. You can enter here. You can enter here. Place the stop loss here. Target up to this zone. Now this candle became a breakout candle, right? So as much as possible, I will reduce the stop loss. This green candle low will become my stop loss, and my risk is completely reduced to $14. Reward is $70. So this one strong green candle is our protection candle. Below this, if market goes, we will close the trade. Any points? What kind of natak this global market? Nasdaq, S&P 500 slightly positive. Nasdaq is nothing great. Continuation is happening up to this zone. At least market will go is my expectation. 1,03,500, 580. So this is a strong candle. Now what we will do, we will reduce the stop loss to this candle. Now whatever happens, no loss, right? No loss in today's trade. At least brokerage, everything is covered here. Partial brokerage. Sheila Muthu ma'am, hello, welcome to the live stream. People are trying to be bearish at the zone. Indecision is happening, but that's okay. This has become a risk-free trade for us. Stop loss from here, I've got it here. Around $30 profit now. Extend. Target price, yes, I want to extend. I want to extend up to this zone. Why not? We will extend up to this zone. Up to this zone. Okay. This I'll leave it as it is because initially whoever traded, I don't want them to take more risk. Stop loss, they have kept it here. So this is a running trade. If they're holding on, let them book it here. If we are those people who are okay to take that risk, we will next try to book the target here. Okay. There's ideally a decent target itself, but from bottom we'll keep trailing the stop loss and go. So in this case, $10 profit or $97 profit. Okay. Now this became risk free. Everyone, please trail your stop loss. Here also I had said people to enter. Whoever has entered, trail your stop loss to cost. Market ideally, when I initially had that mindset, I expected it to test 1,02,700 range. Not 700. Yeah, 760. Yeah, 700, 680 range. Before that only this pullback we have got. If this is the upside move, we'll just capture and go, that's it. Or else the stop loss also is what? Trailing stop loss. Almost near the trailing stop loss. Okay, I think trailing stop loss. Did the market take this stop loss? Not yet taken. I think it will take this trailing stop loss now. What kind of level is it? It's taking support near 236 level. If it comes lower also 382 level. If the market is bullish, yeah, it will come up to 382 level and then continue the upside move. Anyways, it's taken the trailing stop loss. That's fine. So totally we have taken 4 trades. 1, 2, 3. This is the last trade here also. So in all the trades you can see this one $10 profit, $16, $41 and $85. So 85, 120, 100, 140, $150 today. Okay, fine traders. This is sufficient. I am not interested to take a bearish trade. This can be a pullback also before the upside move. So bearish trade we will go only below this zone. Okay, this important zone. So all the setups done. I'm done for the day. Thank you everyone for participating. Hope you had good time. You made good profit. Good night. Take care. Bye bye.